I've been torn myself over the last, I could say 3, 4, really maybe even 5 days, based on what's been going on in Baltimore. I've been torn to the point where on Sunday, I even sent a message to my staff. I promise you. I said, listen, I really want to go down to Baltimore on Monday. I'll be back in time for the fundraiser. They said, I said, absolutely not. You can't go down there because from a campaign perspective, it just wasn't logistically possible. And so everyone, of course, knows what happened after that. And even in the midst of what's taking place down there, it's so very difficult to be where we are and to watch what's going on and to really feel helpless and not be able to do anything about that situation right there. But the good thing is we could do something about the systemic problems. But I was talking to my staff and I said, you know, I have 21 days left as far as being a candidate for city council. 21 more days where though I actually say something, people will listen. Now, the goal is, after that 21 days, to have a larger platform. But if that mission isn't completed, I will look back on that journey, and the only thing I would regret is the fact that I did not speak out against injustice when I had the platform to be able to do so. I could not just sit back and not say anything. And a statement is the least I can do. I really want to do more about what's happening. And essentially we are doing more by supporting progressive candidates and by supporting people who, when injustice happens, they'll make decisions that's in the best interest of the people and not their political career. So for all of us whose hearts are heavy about what's going on, I want to console you by letting you know you are doing something about it. Supporting a campaign like this and putting a guy like me in office moves us in a direction where we'll have progressive, grounded people who essentially care about the citizens more than they care about their political career. And I think that is a disconnect that we have right now, and essentially that's what creates the lack of trust between communities, police, and elected officials. It would be great to have somebody stand up and say, listen, when situations like this occur, trust me, we will get to the bottom of it and we will tell you what took place. The problem is when somebody puts a tie on and they hold the title of a politician and they tell our community to trust them, we stop listening at that point because we don't trust them. If we want to restore justice in our neighborhoods and we really want to do something about a lot of these issues you see, notice that the first thing that happens after a Ferguson or after a Florida is what? Well, we got to mobilize and organize and get people registered to vote. We got to vote people out. And you get a lot of media attention when you set cars on fire. You get a lot of media attention when you riot as well. But you don't get a whole lot of media attention when you're looking to organize the people around the idea of taking control of power. No one wants to talk about that narrative because they understand that if that same organizing effort that pretty much set Baltimore on fire decided to organize around and throwing the government out, folks would be in trouble. And all it needs to do is happen in one place. So I'm optimistic to be, if not the change we need, the voice that inspires somebody else to be the change that we need. And I hope over the next 21 days we are successful, and I am the youngest person to sit on City Council in the history of Philadelphia. But if I'm not, the only thing I can ask for is that I've inspired somebody else to put themselves out there, take a risk, and try to make a change.